I will be talking about professional questions you are not allowed to ask during a professional interview for a job. You are not allowed to ask a person when they are planning to have children. Sex is not allowed to be discussed during any interview. Also, if you ask anybody, are you ready for this? Are you ready for a job? You are not allowed to ask that question, no matter how old they look, no matter how old they are, no matter how busy they may seem. You are not allowed to ask these questions. Are you often deployed for Army Reserves training? You are not allowed to ask them about that. And you cannot ask somebody, what country are you from? People, and I have seen this happen before on an interview that was open to multiple people at once. But you're not allowed to do this. You cannot do this. In a professional standing point, you are not allowed to discriminate in any way, shape, or form when it comes to an interview. You need to remain professional. You need to ask questions that are pertaining to qualifications. You cannot ask about you cannot ask them if they have any disabilities, or you can ask them any of those questions. That is a form of discrimination. And you are not allowed to ask them, well, will you need time off for religious beliefs? You are not allowed to ask that question either. That is also a form of discrimination. See, people go into interviews and they are ready, obviously. They're there. They are here to do whatever they have to do to get the job. So you're not allowed to ask them any questions that would discriminate against them at all. You can get a lawsuit for doing that and lose your job behind it. So you have to be very careful about the questions that you're asking. And there are many more questions that you cannot ask people, but these are some of the most important questions that you should not even bring up. If you're just now becoming a manager, you need to be aware of these things. You need to be aware of questions that are not to be asked, especially if you've just been promoted to being a hiring manager for any corporation or company, to save your brand if it's your own company, and to protect yourself. You need to ask questions that pertain to the things that they are going to be doing, and not about their background as far as their religious beliefs, their sexual encounters, anything that's going to make them feel any less of a human. You have to you have to take a professional approach on every situation when it comes to interviewing a person. You have to value them as a person. Don't view them by how they may speak. Don't view them on what you think. You have to allow them the opportunity to express themselves. And thank you so much for tuning in. You have a great day.